The chair recognizes the gentleman from California, Mr. Gray, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for the witnesses and to my colleagues who have brought this important issue before us. Mr. Chairman, we have a water crisis in Western states. Water contractors and operators in my district throughout California invest millions of dollars on advanced drought mitigation and projects intended to increase our water storage and capacity. Despite the obvious benefits of these projects for groundwater recharge, storage, conveyance, the existing permitting process causes rampant delays and soaring costs for these projects. As you may recall, I offered an amendment to the reconciliation package to fund specific projects that would provide over 2 million acre-feet of water and move the needle on our water problems in Western states. In fact, I've got that list, Mr. Chairman, right here and have provided it to your team as well. This body failed to pass that amendment, failed to act on these projects, and we find ourselves in a unique time with both the federal and administration as well as the administration in California showing signs of life, willing to act on this topic. It would certainly be malpractice if this body didn't take advantage of that opportunity. But even if we funded every water project today, we would find ourselves years away from seeing any kind of a final product. Delays in building these projects are not due just to NEPA. We need to take a hard look at the entire federal and state and federal permitting process, how that all ties in to the ultimate decision to approve or deny these projects, and what those timelines look like. Agencies sit on applications for months and sometimes years. We need transparency throughout the decision-making process, and we need to set clear and enforceable timelines for agencies to finalize reviews. I look forward to working with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to advance some of this crucial permitting reform legislation. However, the proposals before us today fall short of what we need. And I find myself concerned, Mr. Chairman, that there are colleagues on my side of the aisle who would essentially defeat the good in search of the perfect, and that there are colleagues on your side of the aisle who would rather continue to blame somebody else than solve the problem. And in summary, I think I'd like to ask you, Mr. Chairman, if I could ask for your commitment as you navigate this process to sit down and work diligently on establishing enforceable timelines to ensure, predictable permitting process, but also that collaborative process between the state and the federal government, which I think is crucial to really solving the problem.
Mr. Gray, as I've stated before, I'm open to working with anybody on the committee and anybody in the conference to make the bill more constructive and pragmatic. So look forward to working with you on that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate that commitment, and we'll certainly follow up with you in your office as we navigate the process and try to make this a better proposal that could really solve the water crisis in Western states.
And I'll also add that I was supportive of your water amendment, but I think it was a rules of reconciliation that didn't allow us to keep that in the bill.
I appreciate that support, Mr. Chairman, and I will follow up with you on that as well. Thank you, and I yield back my time.